advertising, proposition number 4, ads before songs, after songs, and during movies, that got a pass.
I don't know about seeing a movie, but like on records, if you can like fast forward it or something.
No, you can't fast forward it.
You have to listen to it.
You have to listen to it. But the movie is much cheaper, or maybe even free. Or the record is much cheaper, or maybe even free. That's the deal.
If it's going to cost much less, and no one's going to bother me about it, I don't really have a problem.
And finally, and this was a surprise, there's the tip them if you like them option. If you like certain entertainers, even if you've gotten their product for free, reward them anyway by buying their record, paying for a ticket, or buying a souvenir. Kind of like a tip, says John.
Well, although people think you should get things for free, like for some reason you shouldn't pay for hard work people do, I kind of think the bands I listen to, this is their living, so you might as well support them so they can continue on with it. And also,
interesting. Like an ethical purchase.
I try, yeah.
In the end, the 4 teenagers say, of course we're going to pay some money for entertainment. The question is, from now on, how much money? Benjamin says big entertainment companies needn't worry.
One way or another, and they're going to find a way. I'm not sure how exactly they plan on doing it, but they will find a way to make us pay.
Wait a second, says Desiree. What about the smart teenagers?
Yes?
She thinks the smarties will be paying less from now on.
I kind of do, but because I think he's right, like there will be some people out there willing to pay, but someone like me and like my friends and like people, whatever, the nerds, they'll find a way.
Oh, no, says Merrill Lynch. They will pay.
In some form or other, they will pay.
All we need is the right formula, says Frank Biondi.
No, my gut is they'll pay. If the business model makes sense, they'll pay.
Now all they've got to do is come up with a business model that makes her pay. For Nightline, I'm Robert Krulwich in New York.
Where is all of this headed? Robert Krulwich joins us in a moment. And joining us now from our New York bureau, ABC's Robert Krulwich. Nobody told us, you didn't tell us, your young friends didn't tell us, where do those guys in Malaysia get these first-run movies?
Well, that's an interesting question. I think either someone in Hollywood shows movies in Malaysia a day or two before they show them in America, which may be the Asian movies, the Kung Fu movies, and some dumb American movie producers, or sometimes these people in Malaysia get prints sent to them from people in the movie business in California. One of the movies I was told about was a movie that arrived about 3 months online before it arrived in the theaters, and this was a print which had been taken by somebody. I guess the director said, go and make a print of this movie, and the guy made 2 prints and sent one to Malaysia. So,
but obviously Hollywood's nightmare is that here they're having the big opening of what is it, the Anthony Hopkins movie tonight, Hannibal.
Right.
That some turkey over in Malaysia's already got it, and he's going to pass it out for free. Well, he doesn't even know he's passing it out, right?
Yeah, right. It's often the case. I mean, sometimes these movies arrive 2 or 3 days before, and looking at that list, often the movies arrive 2 or 3 days before.
Whom are they worried about? Is Hollywood worried about all of this? Are they worried about you? Are they worried about me?
No, they're not worried about
our hands on these movies?
No, they're not worried about us. They're worried that Benjamin and his friends will teach their friends how to do this, that the small coterie of smarties will begin to teach the not-so-smarties how to do this, or that this will get easier and easier. You can have a little bit of loss in any business, but again, if the loss gets to be 10, 15, 20%, then you're in trouble, and they're worried about that.
The grown-ups that you were talking to, are they genuinely concerned? Do they really feel that this could be the end of their business, or are they convinced that indeed they will find a way of charging even these kids for their product?
I think they're caught between 2 thoughts. Either that they're going to deal with this, that this small group of people are undealable with, but it won't grow bigger, or that they do have a problem. And I think that they can't quite figure out what kind of deal will make enough sense to enough kids that people will actually put their hands in their pockets and take out the money. Looking for the deal is the project now across all these industries.
Tell our audience what you told me earlier about the one little piece of good news, and that is these kids still go to the movies. I don't quite know why, but they still do.
Well, the reason they go to the movies is because you can sit in your room and watch a movie, but if you want to go out on a date, you don't want to be under your parents' roof. You don't want to be, with the little brother coming in. You got to go somewhere with the girl. And the only place you can go with the girl is seat X16 at the Roxy Multiplex whatchamacallit. So of course they'll go to the movies, if not to see the movie, at least to, see the neck of the girlfriend up close and personal.
Is that where the word comes from? All right, thank you very much, Robin Krowich. I'll be back with the program note in a moment.
For more about downloading entertainment from the Internet, log on to the Nightline page at abcnews.com.
The next item on the Bush agenda, defense. And Sunday on This Week with Sam Donaldson and Cokie Roberts, a conversation with Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld. That's our report for tonight. I'm Ted Koppel in Washington. For all of us here at ABC News, good.
This has been a presentation of ABC News. More Americans get their news from ABC News than from any other source.